Greetings, humans. I'm Andrei, and I'm George. Welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Now we're gonna check out something that I've been looking forward to for a really long time. A week is a really long time. It's been out for a week.
I was really gonna talk against you on that because it's like Insomnium dropped their last album. You didn't say the song yet, did you? I just killed the hype.
Insomnium.
The Conjurer, yeah.
Yeah. So Insomnium dropped their last album in 2019 in autumn, and now we're in 2021 in spring, so it's only about a year and a half, but I'm saying this song's been out for, I think, over a week now.
Yes.
And we've been saving it to do a reaction, and we didn't have the time, so we're only getting to it now, and man, I'm feeling the hype.
Yeah, it's been painful. So, Insomnium, the Conjurer, official video.
Let's go. It was getting heavy there.
Yeah. It's always hard to find the key moments to pause. So they're always getting into something.
Yeah.
I have a few things to comment on. One is that Marcus looks absolutely ridiculous with a Dark Throne t-shirt and a pajama guitar.
I didn't notice the pajama guitar. I was distracted by the Dark Throne t-shirt.
It's got dots on it. It looks hilarious, and I really like what they're doing with the lighting in the shots with the band.
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminds me a lot of the video from Firelights from Soul of the Sun.
Yeah, that had this ominous vibe too, and really strong contrasts and silhouettes. And they're just a bunch of sexy Finns.
Yeah, and just as it kicked off, man, my vibe just changed. Like Insomnium are just, I don't know, they're melodic death metal poets or something. It's just got so much emotion. And actually, when the acoustic guitar started, like right off the bat, I just thought Pale Morning Star. It kind of has the same kind of start with an acoustic guitar. Well, it's maybe a little faster. But I didn't think they were gonna drop a new single and it was gonna be a ballad. I don't even know. Is there like an album or is this just a one-off single?
Not a clue.
It's Insomnium, so...
We're probably gonna get a chorus there, but I have some thoughts. He keeps saying, "Do you still remember?" and "Do you remember?" and stuff like that, and I think that's referencing back to the title track from Heart Like a Grave, because it had, I don't remember the lyrics in that one very well, but
I don't know if it's familiar because it's something I like, because it's taking from a song I've heard before, or if it's just familiar because it's the Insomnium sound, because they have a very specific sound. You can't mistake it. And I don't know, it's so awesome to listen to an Insomnium ballad because it has that bite on the guitar, and it has Nilo's vocals are like just like so powerful, but it's still so soft as a whole song, and I don't know how to deal with that. I'm feeling it so strong.
Yeah,
and
angry sad.
Yeah, it has this Finnish, well, northern depressive longing feeling, like sorrow,
angry sad,
sorrow,
angry sad.
Now I see what you're talking about.
Okay. That transition was perfect. It's all just been, we're 4 minutes in now, and it's all just been gradually building up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It just, like, it goes for a phrase and it repeats it a few times, and then it goes into something a little bigger, and then a little bigger, and a little bigger. And it's the same emotion, but it's just adding more passion to it, I guess.
Yeah, I like how they built up the energy, and I'm curious what's gonna happen now, if it gets more dynamic, or if they're gonna have like a dip and another build up, or if it just gets bigger.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably the most doom metal I've heard in Insomnium so far.
I don't.
Probably. I mean, they're masters of sad songs, but I mean this also from a structural perspective of the song.
Yeah, like really taking their time to build up and kind of holding the same melody, the same theme for a long time. Yeah. But it's still not like doom. Like, it still has a lot of the melodic depth stuff in there, because it had those like pummeling riffs kind of on the background. So it's still dynamic enough to not get boring, but to get into the emotion that doom metal gets by getting boring.
Yeah.
So it's,
we don't mean that doom metal by default is boring.
Yes, it is. Well, personal opinion.
I'm trying to be a diplomat on your behalf.
No, I like, there's doom metal I like, but
I don't like you anymore.
You didn't before. No, but it's like, I'm not a big fan of the genre. There are doom metal bands I like. I mentioned Solo the Sun earlier, and stop looking at me like that. Yeah, but I do like some doom metal bands, but it's not my go-to genre, and there are a lot of bands that are just repetitive.
Yeah, it's like, if you want good sad music, don't listen to doom metal, listen to Insomnium.
Yeah, or ask us for the right doom metal bands. Ask me. Let's go.
you missed that. You laid your head down exactly when the coolest thing happened.
I just had, like, I'm curious what happened actually, but I just had to, I don't know, since this song started, it's just kind of, I gotta close my eyes, I just gotta feel it.
Okay, a couple of things to comment on. Right after we set it off from where it left last time, and it had that dip before it got back in the riffs, I really like what the sort of keyboard or orchestra or whatever it is, ambient did on that part.
I noticed that, and I think, so, yeah, there was the keyboard, I guess, I don't know, but I noticed it too, and it kind of had this, I guess, breathy effect.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I really liked at the same part was like the drum work. It had these toms going into that groove. It had this kind of like, I like when you use toms on ballads, you get kind of this, and they did it very well, this kind of like vibrant kind of echoing effect, you know?
Yeah, I didn't pinpoint on that, but I get your point. And that had this sort of whole wintry cold feeling before it went back in. But then I want to talk. Do you have anything else to comment on that, or can I move on?
Yeah, I wanted to say, well, the guitar solo was also great, and I really like that they actually managed to throw a technical bit in there, like those drums on the kicks just kicking into the solo. It was like a burst of technicality, just like, we're sad, but we're still strong.
You mean on the drums, the technicality?
Yeah.
Okay, I also wanted to comment on the guitars, because that also had a bit of a shreddy bit, and Marcus started the solo, and then when the shreddy bit kicked in, they harmonized and they played both, and then the other guy continued, and I think he's Yanni Limapainen. I'm not sure. They did a lot of lineup changes on the second guitarist. Do you know for sure who the second guitarist is? That is the guy who doesn't have pajama guitars.
When we saw them live, it was Yanni.
Yeah, when we saw them live, it was Yanni, and he had a Dolly Parton shirt.
I forgot that. Dolly Parton shirt.
I think Dolly Parton has sad songs, so they have sad songs. Maybe they're kind of a Finnish heavier Dolly Parton.
They're
they definitely get the sexy level up there.
yeah. I think they're the Dolly Parton of melodic death metal and snow.
Yeah.
And 4 people instead.
But that solo, man, that was perfect. That's the highlight of the song for me so far. We still have 2 minutes to go, so let's not make this any more miserably long than it absolutely needs to be.
Yeah. That was heavy. My emotions are shattered. That was a heavy ending. And it was so beautifully filmed. Yeah. Like, you didn't see her jump. Yeah, I saw her standing there and I knew she was gonna do it. I was like, don't. Don't. But I knew she was gonna do it, and I guess the way it's filmed is kind of, in some way, makes you empathize with the guy. Yeah. The feeling of loss and the fear that, it's gonna happen, and the anticipation that you can't really prevent it.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they don't film when she jumps is also that, because it's kind of something you immediately repress,
Yeah.
You see that.
Yeah.
So that also implies him. Although, if you put it that way, then you can also imagine that, I don't know, some giant eagle from Lord of the Rings just came and swept her off and took her to the elves. And I like that outcome way better.
Yeah, that is a better outcome.
Guys, if you're ever in an Insomnium video sitting on the bottom of an edge, don't jump. Wait for the eagle.
Ignore the director.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. You're important.
So yeah, I don't know exactly what was going on with the narrative, but he was following her all the way throughout the video, and then at the end,
I didn't keep track of the video for a while because I was so caught up into the song, and then I think like around after the guitar solo or something, I also started looking at the video, and I also gotta say the imagery, like the landscapes with all the snow, it's so Finnish.
Yeah, they had that on Heart Like a Grave too, although it had considerably less snow, I think.
Yeah.
But like Finnish landscapes are like the best.
So yeah, this is best form of sorrow.
Yeah.
Melodic sorrow. Insomnium. Masters. Poets. That's what we think. I got all mushy on this one. I'm sorry. If you enjoyed this video, we'd greatly appreciate the like and share, and if you feel like seeing more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Corpse is out.